What is going on, everyone? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing Memorial Day weekend. For those that don't know who it is, my name is Ricky. I have a little bit over 165,000 subscribers within my YouTube platform. Whoa. Within the YouTube platform, we have a little bit over 100,000 members within the TechBot Solutions trading community. And if you've ever wanted to get started or just surround yourself with like-minded individuals, we do offer that free group or that group for free. So be sure to click that third link in the description to stay connected. And we go live every single Sunday. So that's what our Sunday Stock Talk is all about. And we go live almost every single day, though. But the whole point of the Sunday Stock Talk is where we come together as a group, and I simply start breaking down stocks for each and every single one of you. All I ask you is to make sure that we focus on stocks that are actively trending up or that are showing signs of soon reversals, so actually showing some indication on its pattern that it's going to start to reverse, and that when you call out these stocks, that you don't just call out the ticker symbol. That doesn't give me any data that you've done your own due diligence. And we want to make sure that we focus on quality, so I want to make sure that you use the ticker symbol call out format, ensuring that you know what it is that stock has to offer and why it is that you see value. If you have a problem or an issue finding that ticker symbol format, you're going to see people already. So we got Ryan, thank you again. So use the format below. You guys can just copy and paste this. It says the ticker symbol, support and resistance, desired entry point, sell point, and why it has potential. We offer this ticker symbol format in the Learn, Plan, Profit Lesson Library, which is the group that I mentor and work with every single day. We have the within the TechBot Solutions trading community as well, and within the Facebook group for TechBot altogether. So yeah, 100%. Market is not open tomorrow, so that's an observance for Memorial Day. But we do offer, on Tuesday, right? So we have like pretty much one day off this week. I still wanted to take this time just because we do it every single Sunday and talk about the stocks that we see value in and making sure that we don't force any trades. We still focus on quality entries and that we end the month, right? Because this week is going to be the last week of the month. So making sure that we end the month on a green note. So no forcing, no over trading. If we don't see any plays, play out the way that we expect them to, then simply not take a position. But we focus on quality, and that is pretty much it. What's going on, Jacob? What's going on, guys? So let's go ahead and get right to it. So you guys are still going to be able to see your guys' comments. I'm going to be breaking down stocks, whatever it is that you guys call out. So I'm just going to be waiting for your call out. So for all those that are having a good Memorial Day, be sure to comment like where it is that you're from. You can just comment like the state and maybe the city if you're okay with that. So again, Patricia, we don't just call out the ticker symbol. So I'm going to get my thing set up and I'm going to be talking about one or two that I see value in and why. So a lot of people were bringing up, so I'm going to give you guys some time, but there's a lot of people that have been bringing up the overall pattern /CL. So this was in correlation to Gush and Drip, right? Gush was absolutely killing it, showing no signs of a reversal. And overall now Gush has hit somewhat of a peak formation, right? And so has CL, and it's starting to show signs of a reversal. Now the really nice thing about that is that now we can trade its inverse, Drip. Does that mean that Drip is a guaranteed swing trade? No, I still think that Drip has been offering a very strong and consistent downward pattern. And for those that tuned in for today's private video, for those that are part of TechBot Solutions, we're not going to be doing that on a weekly basis. So there's a private video that I hosted, and I'm going to be hosting just for those that are part of TechBot Solutions, just like I go live privately for the people that are Learn, Plan, Profit every single day. I'm going to be doing once a week private for the TechBot Solutions group. And we talked about the correlation between Drip and CL and how Drip, so let's just go ahead and look at that ticker. The reason that I have Drip in my active swing trade watch list is because within the past couple of days, it's been killing it. It's been absolutely showing signs of an uptrend, and it's been making higher highs. Now, it has such a prominent descending pattern that it's still in the back of my head is like, okay, well, this offers a very strong descending pattern. I don't think that I should hold it as a swing trade. And the approach that that I'm going to be taking with the Drip is if I see day trade potential. So just for example, on Friday, when it was trading in between the middle VWAP and top VWAP, that's growth, right? That's potential. It has about 5 to 10%, 5 to 6% margin of profit. That makes sense when it's actively uptrending. But if it starts to descend, it doesn't make a lot of sense why to hold something like this. So what I was saying is instead of swing trading this one, because the pattern has been so consistently descending, then it would make sense on, okay, well, if it's performing as a good day trade and it's in between the middle and top VWAP, I'm going to day trade it, and that's really what I'm going to do. I wouldn't encourage anyone to swing trade it as of now. The risk is still a little bit too high for me. and I can manage all my risk with simply day trading it. So those are my 2 cents when it comes down to the ticker symbol DRIP. And just within the past couple of days, although it has been showing signs of an uptrend pattern, it pulls back pretty aggressively. And within its pattern itself, like looking at its overall characteristics, it wouldn't be far-fetched for this thing to get rejected at around the SMA indicator and then continue to descend. So just take that into consideration. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to use up some time and start breaking down stocks that you guys see value in. So let's go ahead and do it. So first ticker by our friend, what is that? Bidoof Games. So WFC. So I like to ask myself 3 questions, and I've shared this, and I have this within like the Learn Plan Profit Discord chat. I think you guys should all have access to it. So again, this is like the private group that I work with. So in the announcement section, I have this this checklist, right? And it talks about like what my criteria and what I need every single stock to kind of focus on. So this is my criteria. So if I want to invest in something, I need to go down my checklist. And it's a ascending or horizontal pattern, ensuring that you are getting a good deal. So again, oversold, not overbought, right? That the margin of profit is over 3%, and that the candles are actively uptrending above the 180-day EMA. So showing signs of an uptrend, the EMA line pointing up, right, showing signs of an uptrend. Intraday play, so these are more day trades. In between the middle and top view up, that's my criteria for day trades. And then plan out, so your entire plan itself, so entry, exit, stop loss, and why it has potential every single time. And then understand worst case scenario when taking that position. That's my criteria. That doesn't mean that that is something that you have to do, right? But when looking at this, Wells Fargo, right? Overall support that it built at around $50, right? Overall resistance that it first had right around 54. Do you guys see this resistance that I see? Previous support level right around 54 over here, right? Acting as a new resistance level. Do you see this? Once, let me zoom in a little bit more. Right here, resistance, resistance, support, resistance, support. It broke it, showing signs of an uptrend pattern. I still think it's too early to tell or too early to say. It would make more sense. Do you see this SMA indicator? It would make more sense to me on why this thing would pull back and bounce right around the SMA line. That, based on its previous pattern, looking at the SMA indicator, that's what it tends to do. And even dropping down to maybe $52, right? As it's done that before. So I think it's a little bit more on the overbought side. I don't think that it's the best time to buy as of right now. I would like to see a little bit more of a pullback confirmation and then continue that ascending uptrend pattern because it's been descending for such a long period of time. Those are my own 2 cents. Just something that I wanted to share. So Johnny is calling out ticker symbol DIS. So DIS is showing signs of a downward pattern. Yes, it is potentially bouncing right around the SMA indicator, and that might be something that you're calling out. So support and resistance 98. 103 is your entry. Okay, that makes sense. So you are waiting for the reversal. That makes sense. This is Walt Disney. Okay, so it's a multi-billion-dollar company, obviously a very reputable company. It is showing signs of a descending SMA. It's showing almost signs of a cup formation. Do you see this SMA indicator? It's showing somewhat of a cup formation. We wanted to validate that and break above, right, the resistance, and then get the direction of the EMA line to start pointing up. And it can definitely do that, right? The MACD indicator is starting to curve back in, and the RSI is starting to reverse. That's good. That's working in favor of DIS, right, Disney. So let's just set our alerts, and we can revisit this one when it's actively trending out. So great call out, Johnny. So again, all I'm looking at are the ticker symbol formats. What's going on, Angel? What's up, what's up? WLDN. WLDN. So WLDN, so Wilden's Group Incorporated. Okay, validating this as a support. Overall resistance, based on what I could see, based on previous patterns, is around $28, right? I like this pullback confirmation that it had. Looking at this, and as it's pushing up, it's becoming a little bit more on the overbought side. It would make more sense to me for it to be a better buy closer to the SMA indicator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set an alert for when it breaks below 26. All right. All right, so set my alerts at $28. Set my alerts for when it breaks the support closer to the SMA indicator, so I am prepared. First of all, I am prepared if it makes higher highs and then it continues that uptrend pattern as it's doing right now. It 100% can go to $29, right? It can go to $30, and it can go to $31. So that margin of profit is there. But I want to make sure that it confirms that. If it gets rejected, I'll be there, and if it continues the uptrend rally, I'll be there as well. Again, I am prepared and knowledgeable in what it is that can potentially happen. This one's actively trending up, so I'm going to add this one to my watch list. What ticker? WLDN. I can hear myself talking quick. I do apologize for that. Okay. All right, so yeah, that's fine. All right. Do you see how it's showing more signs of do you see how it normally bounces at the SMA indicator, right? Yeah, so it is actively moving up, but just think, how much more margin, so I'm trying to explain myself, how much more margin does it have to cover, right? Is it going to get rejected at 64? That's about 1.8%. Can it get rejected at 66? That would be best case scenario. That's 5%. But it could also get fully rejected and bounce at the SMA line. That's a 7% loss. Wouldn't it make more sense to set your alerts for a sell-off, right? So set those alerts for the break below 60, wait for the sell-off. Again, 3 stages in a reversal. We've made a video about this within the YouTube channel and the Learn Plan Profit Lesson Library. 3 stages. There's the rejection when it descends. There's the consolidation when it kind of just flatlines for a couple days. And there's the confirmation and that uptrend when it breaks above the EMA line and it's making higher highs. And I think that it has to go through all those stages, and it's about to go through the rejection first. And that's why I set my alert here. And that would be a much better buy at around this price point here, which then I can sell at 64, which is realistically a much more ideal sell point. And I can still make much more than if I were to buy at 65 or 62 and then sell at 66. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, yes, it does offer some value, but the opportunity cost would be so much greater. It'd be such a so much greater deal if it was closer to the SMA line. So I would rather wait for that. So again, not forcing a trade. Hope that makes sense. Great call out though. BOXL. So BOXL showing signs of a downward pattern, no volume. I would personally, just to keep it plain and simple, I would stay away from this. No volume, obviously forms of manipulation, and it's just not something that I would like to be a part of. So again, guys, if you guys want me to break something down, it has to be in a call-out format. If it's not, I'm not even going to look at it. I hope, again, it's just, if you guys need to do your own due diligence before I do anything. Okay, so QIWI. So this is a call-out from our friend Andrew Cordova. So showing a sign of a support at $17, potential reversal. So if it breaks above, I think that's what you have, right? $7.75, yeah, break above. I would wait till the break above $18, fully confirming that uptrend pattern, or do the average up approach. And then from that point forward, if it continues to confirm the uptrend pattern at around $19, that would be an ideal sell point. Is the margin of profit worth it? 5 to 6%, not bad. So decent call out. I don't think it's the best, but I think it's a decent call out. So it would even be something interesting to follow up with, right? SFI. Horizontal pattern, we've broken this one down before. I like it. It's very consistent. Watch out for the earnings report. Earning report is going to be coming out on the 7th of, what is that, June? And then let's set those alerts. Again, all we have to do is set those alerts. Wait for the break. Do you guys see this horizontal pattern? Horizontal support, horizontal resistance. So again, very simple. And you guys can do this multiple times. I love horizontal patterns. Very easy for me to identify the low points and the high points. I love getting good deals. And obviously, if it validates and bounces at around this area, that would mean that it's a good deal. Asking myself, is this margin of profit even worth it? 20%. Ask yourself, is it, right? Do you understand this pattern? Do you understand the risk involved, right? So what is it that I need to do to invest in SFIX when it's actively uptrending? Because I don't want to buy right now. It's not uptrending. I want to buy when it's showing signs of growth, when it's confirming the support. Just because it's bounced here before does not mean that it has to bounce here again. And get that, you have to understand that. That's why confirmation is key. So support here, right? I'm going to send another alert for the break above the SMA, and we can simply follow up with this one. I'm going to put this one under my pending reversal watch list for SFIX. Margin of profit, it's worth it. I understand the pattern. I like the opportunity cost that it has to offer. Now I just have to wait for the reversal. So this call out is by, what is this? I don't know how to pronounce your name, man. I'm sorry. Mr. Flores. So amazing call out. I absolutely love it. When is Ricky going to start? Oh my goodness, bud. Where are we? We've started. So I personally do not like the pattern in ROKU. I feel like it went through a lot of manipulation. It's showing signs of it being way on the overbought side. And if it pulls back and bounces at the SMA indicator, that can somewhat make sense. Other than that, I would still treat it more as a day trade rather than a swing trade, just because of the volatility and that strong descending pattern. Why do people ask these terrible tickers? Brandon, it's all part of, like, there's a lot of people that are just getting started. It's not even that they're terrible. It's that, maybe they're just not at their best. They're not at where the deal is at, right? And that's why I'm here. I'm here to plant the seed. A lot of people are just getting started, and we can't subjugate those that are just getting started. So that's why I'm here providing service for free. And we do this every single Sunday. So I hope that that's okay. And if it's not, you 100% don't have to tune in. But definitely this is where I work with the people that are both experienced and just getting started. And we break down deals. For those that are investing with us daily and we have kind of like a higher quality call out ratio, it would have to be within the Learn, Plan, Profit Lesson Library. That's my private mentorship group. That's the group that watches me trade live every single day. And it's kind of like the Sunday Stock Talk. It's about an hour long every single day at market open. And you get to watch me trade live, and you also get access to the entire Learn, Plan, Profit Lesson Library for a lifetime, right? And that's the first link in the description for those that want to learn a little bit more about that. And there'll be something about that I'll be sharing at the end of this video. Let's go ahead and what's going on, Thomas? What's up? What's up? So I've never done this before, but what advice can you give a new guy? So this is the advice that I would give you. If you don't follow me on Instagram, first of all, the Instagram link is down below. First of all, I do offer a free training, right? And you can gain access to this all on Instagram. So I want to show you guys this real quick. And I'm sorry for going on a tangent, but that brings up a very good thing. So what I want to show you is that you guys could see my Instagram, right? I don't know if it's going to even focus. There's these little stories. So once you get to my Instagram, I have 27.9K followers. Watch out for fake Instagram accounts that are pretending to be me. Just, again, this is my only Ricky Gutierrez Instagram. I have a TechBuds Solutions and a TechBuds Apparel, but that's all. So this is my Instagram. There's these two stories that you can click on. There's one that's called Profits. It shows my profits that I post usually every single day on my Instagram. And then there's a start here. Click on the start here, and it goes through like these things of like the 4 steps to get started trading for free. And then it says, learn about simulation trading, the #1 thing that I would recommend for you. You just have to swipe up, and it'll take you straight to that video, all free. How to set up your TOS platform. Again, all for free. Swipe up. How to make your first $1,000. Again, swipe up, get started. And then the last thing is watch me make over $1,600 profit in one day. And again, it's just breaking down that specific trade, how it is and why it is that I saw value in it, and then giving you guys more of a breakdown in that. So that is an amazing way on how to get started. Also, if you guys want access to my free training, all you have to do is click the link in my bio for my Instagram account, and then it'll take you to one of my pages, and it says free stock training, right? It's a 3-step free training for both. It explains to you about support and resistance. It explains to you how I day trade and how I swing trade. It's free, right? So all you have to do, we drip you one video through Facebook Messenger every single day for 3 days, right? So make sure that if you want to learn how to get started, that you guys know that we do have these free resources that are structured for you to kind of get a better understanding on how to get started. So I hope that answers your question. All right. ATHX. So I don't find this to be necessarily a very good deal, right? Just looking at this and looking at the overall, like how overextended it is, obviously you can also see that the volume has died out. It's dying out. It looks like it had a pretty solid catalyst, right, due to its earnings, pushed it up, acted as a positive catalyst, and now it would make sense on why. Again, just think about this logically and explain and answer in the live chat if it doesn't make sense. There's this earnings report that came out. Maybe it obviously didn't hit its goal, but maybe its guidance was still there. Acted as a positive catalyst, which then for certain news drove the price up, right? Drove the price up, and because that news is relevant, great, it drove the price up. Now, after that news and all that hype dies out, doesn't it make sense that when the volume starts to die out and there's not going to be that demand for buyers at 250 anymore, why this thing would start to pull back, right? And that's what happens, right? That's understanding like why these things pull back. Now, it would make more sense to wait for this thing to bounce right around the SMA indicator, waiting for a full-on bounce, not just buying at the SMA, but waiting for it to bounce, and then even just wait until it breaks again above $2. Because then from $2, you can sell back at $2.40, and that's a 20% margin, rather than trying to buy now and sell at $2.60 to hope to make 6% and hope that it continues to uptrend. There's a lot of hope there. Rather, look at the pattern, see how it's overextended, understand the catalyst that it had, wait for the pullback, wait for the confirmation, and set up a proper plan. Hope that makes sense. Drip. I broke down drip before anything, so. So, hey, Ricky, do you have a podcast? I'd love to keep learning from you on the move. I don't have a podcast. The biggest thing that I have is for those that are part of the Learn, Plan, Profit Lesson Library in the Discord chat. Since we go live every single day at Market Open, there's these videos that they're private videos only for those that are part of Learn, Plan, Profit that they can always go back to every single day and revisit. So, but that's all I have as of now. Let's see. ERF. All right, let's do about 6 more minutes of this, and then we should be good. All right, and I'm probably going to do another one tomorrow, just because tomorrow's Monday and the market's closed. I would set my alert here at $12 for a break of resistance. I do see why it is that you see value in this one because of the ascending uptrend pattern. It validates usually or confirms an uptrend. Like, do you guys get that? Like, why this would be viewed as somewhat of a good deal, right? Understanding like the low points and the high points of like where it tends to bounce and where it tends to peak out at. So waiting for the bounce, waiting for the confirmation and the break of resistance, and then selling maybe at around $13. Again, that's me being conservative. Yeah, it can hit at highs of $13, but again, $13 is more than enough for me, understanding the pattern that it has, and it's getting a little bit too close to the resistance. So confirmation is key, and I would wait till the break above 12. I'm also going to set my alert for the break below the SMA line, just in case it breaks its pattern. So good call out. You guys have confusing usernames. Ticker symbol AAL. Descending pattern. Overall rejection around the SMA indicator, and it's too close to it. I would have to wait till it like breaks a solid resistance, like $48. And that's just, and again, that might not make, no, all right, let me just explain it to you. So the reason that I'm saying that is, look at that descending resistance, right? Descending SMA, usually, that's the green line. It usually gets rejected at around the SMA indicator, right? It bounced here around 42. That's great for those that bought here and were able to sell here. Is this still such a good deal? You could try to buy out a pullback and then sell there, but again, you're trying to squeeze every cent out of it. And if you're just getting started, that's not a very effective strategy. As many of you guys can tell, it's called overtrading, right? So what we can do is wait for more of a confirmation of something that is, actively trending up. So this would take time. Look at this descending SMA indicator. For this thing to stop that decay, start to flatline, and then start to reverse back up. It needs time, right? It's an estimate. It's a simple moving average. It's not like the exponential moving average. It doesn't move very aggressively. So with that understanding, it's going to take time, and I don't think that, again, for this week, ticker symbol AAL, just with its pattern that it has to offer, would be a very good investment, or would be the best investment, and that's what I'm trying to focus on. So, all right, we got 4 minutes. So DVAX, right? This makes sense. So overall support at around $16. We've traded this one multiple times before. Overall resistance, I would say at around $19 being conservative, right? And I would set the alerts for the break above 17. So it's, again, 3 stages. How many stages are there for a reversal? There's the rejection, there's the consolidation, right? And then the confirmation. Right now it's still consolidation. The MACD indicator is looking good, the RSI is looking good, but again, it's probably going to consolidate for a little while, as we saw right here. Look at this consolidation right here, right? RSI consolidated, and then it broke above, the EMA, and it started to make higher highs and all that good stuff. So, great call out. I just don't think it's at its prime right now. I don't want to waste time, invest in it right now, and then it just flatlined for such a long period of time. And I've been there, done that. It's just, I don't want to do it. Every time I see this ticker, I think about Keynes. That actually sounds pretty good right now. Yeah, I actually just wrote Keynes. Strong descending pattern, overall resistance for the SMA indicator. I don't even really want to break this one down. Showing signs, I would try to find the inverse of Kane and try to invest in that, because it'd probably be a much more consistent uptrend pattern. So again, focus on ascending uptrend patterns. Again, strong downward pattern. This is the same thing as like sprint, strong descending pattern, right? It just, we need to focus on quality, on ascending uptrend patterns. Yes, it does have the potential to push up, and it's a 3.5% potential. Is this really, out of every stock that is, again, if you're part of the Learn Plan Profit group, you have the group alerts. If you're having trouble finding quality stocks, we have group alerts, huge resource. If you're part of TechBud Solutions, a free resource. You can go to watch lists, people breaking down stocks every single day, right? Doesn't mean that you have to trade any of them. It just means that people are sharing their own opinion. Break them down, see if it's something that you see value in. Is this really the best stock that you can find with a 3% margin that's a strong descending pattern? Think about the risk and think about the overall opportunity cost that it has to offer. Probably not. All right, 2 more minutes and then we are good. You have quite a bit of call-outs, huh? I like it. Solid uptrend pattern. So I want you guys to participate in this one. I want you guys to participate. Why with ENPH would it not be the best investment as of right now? Why? What do you see in ENPH? Why it would probably not be the best investment? With my criteria, me as an investor, doesn't really mean that it's you, but me as an investor, why would this probably not be the best time to buy right now? RSI is a little bit overbought, overextended, EMA, overextended, so not oversold. MACD going down. It's not showing support. Easiest way to put it, and let's see if someone says it. No. What you guys are saying is correct, right? But easiest way to put it, you guys know that I love keeping things simple. He got it. Dream Anime, bad deal. It's not a good deal. And what I mean by that is, wouldn't it make more sense to buy closer to the SMA line because the margin of profit that it has to cover is much better? It's much greater. So it would be a much better deal. At the price point that it's at right now, look at the price point, $5.50. Besides the past week, when's the last time that it hit highs of 550? I understand it's an ascending uptrend pattern, but when's the last time? This time, when it got rejected. So it's not a good deal, right? So because of that, I just set my alert. And again, this is my style of breaking it down. This doesn't mean that it's the only way. And I want to be as transparent with you guys as possible. This is my style of trading, and it tends to work well with people. But for some people, obviously, swing trading, they don't work well with that. Some people do better with solely just day trading momentum stocks, 100%. I feel like actually understanding patterns, being able to do technical analysis and understand what you're investing in and not just focus on hype, it's much more realistic for a majority of the investors. And our Learn Plan Profit course is proof to show. We have one of the highest success rates, and for those that aren't necessarily there just yet, then that's why I work with them on a daily basis, and I try to answer as many questions as I can. But it comes down to the understanding that you need to ensure that you're getting a good deal, at least for myself, right? That's one of my criterias for my checklist, right? One of my top ones. Ensure you are getting a good deal. That does not qualify for a good deal. So that's why I would, hold off on it. So, all right. But that is it. We are at that 7-minute mark. We just hit a little bit over 30 minutes for this Sunday stock check. So we have someone saying, "What's going on, Joseph?" I don't see what you're saying. HLZ. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'll do that. So HLZ. I think you mean HTZ, right? So HTZ showing signs of still a descending pattern. Again, 3 stages of a reversal. It's not actively trending up. So with that understanding, yes, it can be a good potential deal. Look, thinking about Hertz and the type of company it is, right? Looking at where it's at right now, it's one of the lowest price points it's ever been. If you really believe in the company, then it's not far-fetched to think that it will recover. But it's the time factor, the opportunity cost that we try to focus on. It's not just about the deal, but it's the time factor. Because we're investing, I take about 2 to 3 positions on a weekly basis, and I want you to focus on 1 a week max, 1 to 2 a week max. and focus on quality. And as of right now, it's not actively trending up. So I do find this to be a good potential investment when it confirms the uptrend. Right now, it's still in the rejection phase, and I just don't see a lot of value in it. So with that being said, I think it needs more time to consolidate. I need the full-on reversal to happen, and I need it to start making higher highs. So the EMA line, the direction needs to start pointing up in the 180-day 4-hour EMA, and it needs to start making higher highs. That's what I would like. All right, so I'm done breaking down stocks though. Mr. Mark, what's going on, my man? So Mark is saying, to all, LPP is the best personal investment you can do for yourself. If you listen to Ricky's video, you will make money. I did. And I really do appreciate that, Mark. So easiest way, first of all, I want to be as transparent as possible. So Mark, and you can answer this with me. For all those that are expecting my course for Learn, Plan, Profit, you guys can, first of all, if you guys don't know who it is that I am, watch my videos on YouTube. Before you even invest 1 penny in anything that I have to offer, before you invest 1 penny in, we're giving away TechBuds shirts. All you have to do is pay for shipping and handling. So it's the link down below for TechBuds apparel. But even before you start to rep our shirts, understand how it is that I am as an investor, or like my trading style. Because Mark, and get me on this, and for all those that are part of Learn, Plan, Profit, and you guys can vouch for this, I stand behind my Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library 100%. I know that the dollar value that I charge for it and my daily trading with that group, there is no other individual within my space that is doing what it is that I'm doing and is as consistent as I am in making money, right? What I want you guys to know is, first, understand my trading style and watch a couple of my videos. The whole point of my Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library is to save you time. Every video that I have in the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library it's not anything you can see on YouTube, but it doesn't mean that we don't cover some of the same topics, right? So some people have asked or have said, hey, some of the things that you've talked about in the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library are some things that I've heard on YouTube. Well, yes, they're all different videos, but they're all structured. The whole point of the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library is to provide a step-by-step from the basics to the mechanics to the teaching you in how to identify patterns, focus on quality patterns, how to scan for your own stocks and not buy alerts, right? Understand what's a good deal, what's a bad deal. Understand how to network, how to manage risk, everything in a structured format. Because if you go on my YouTube channel, I have over 900 videos and the average video is about 30 minutes long, right? That is so much time. And when time is money, there's this LPP that not only gives you access to the course that we continuously update for a lifetime, but it gives you the ability to work with myself and the people that are part of Learn, Plan, Profit. I think one of the biggest assets that is part of Learn, Plan, Profit has to be that you get to network with other individuals that have gone through the same filter. Because myself as well, I have made thousands of dollars due to the people that are part of my group. And the way that I say that is they call out a specific ticker that I would not have been exposed to if it was not for them. Does that make sense? That's the networking ability. Yes, we have that within TechBuds Solutions, but just think this. Everyone within Learn, Plan, Profit is required to go through the course. So we all have the same fundamental and general understanding on how to focus on quality. So the quality of information, obviously, is going to be that much greater. Are there sometimes a bunch of FAQs? Yes, when we get a rush of new students, obviously, and that's something that I have to work on. But overall, the goal is to filter everyone through a series of information in a structured format so we all understand. Just imagine if everyone understood how to invest in the stock market like myself. And imagine 5, 10, 20, 30,000 members that are like myself, that are all doing our own digging and sharing quality information. The power in just quality information and exposure that we will have can be huge. Something completely unheard of and not known right now. I feel like so many people right now just try to sell you services that are just like, okay, here it is, and go do it. Sell you alerts, right? You do it yourself, right? Or sell courses and have no structure. So I know that there's a negative connotation with course. Every single course, I only have 2, Flipping Wheels, which is the buy and reseller of cars, and Learn, Plan, Profit. every single course that we offer is not for the money, but it's, and we have a mentor, myself or other people that I've partnered up with, that work with these individuals until they understand it. Because we understand that anyone can sell content, but it's the actual working with these individuals to overcome these hesitations and to be that structure, to tell them when they're wrong, to tell them what they can do better, and to remind them to be consistent and not give up, right? And that's the biggest value within the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library. It's all brand new videos, right? As in, like, those videos that you see in the Learn, Plan, Profit course are not ones that you can find on YouTube. But do we cover some of the same topics? Of course. I cover how to do support and resistance on YouTube. Does that mean that I'm not going to cover it in the course? No, of course. But it's all, there's no fluff. It's all 100% straight to the point. Do I think it's the best course for everyone? No, not everyone is as conservative and likes to focus on consistency like myself. Some people are very aggressive and like that. That's great. My style is very conservative. I'm very consistent with everything that is that I do, and I provide bonus videos. I talk about how by age 20, I bought my first house, right? I talk about how I buy and resell cars. I provide like 2 or 3 examples of breaking down deals. And within the Flipping Wheels course, we offered you a guaranteed money back if you don't profit on your first flip within the first 60 days. Everything that I try to do is as low risk as possible for our individuals, because I understand that it is difficult. The hardest part when starting anything is getting started. But I know that if I can get the ball rolling and provide the right mindset for these individuals, it could promote a lifetime of just success. And it doesn't mean extreme form of success, but it just means of this, like, having this knowledge that you will have this financial stability because you can make an extra $5,000, $1,000, $2,000 a month, and you could spend less time at work and more time with your family doing what it is that you love. And that's my goal for each and every single one of you. It doesn't mean that we have people, I want to give a shout out again to, we have Don that does extremely well, right? We have Matt who turned 2,000 to, I think, 15,000 within 3 months. And again, he said he's taken multiple courses before, and you guys can reach out to him. His name is Matthew Santana. I follow him on Instagram, and he's part of the LPP course. And he tried many different styles, but he worked very well with ours because of ETFs and how it is that we focus on technicals. It's you invest in whoever it is that you see value in. That's all. So that is super cool. So Aaron is saying, because of Ricky, you spelled my name wrong. Because of Ricky, helped me make 40% profit last week on one stock deck. I saw for the first time about $4 profit. Just fundamentals. I did, however, take it as an option trade. That is super cool. And again, we just provide certain structure, and we have a lot of people within the LPP. We don't talk about options at all, right? I mean, I don't invest in options, nor does the course cover that. But because of this fundamental understanding of how to invest in the stock market, you'll have a much fluid transition to understanding how to invest in those. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Be careful to not burn out, 100%. And that's something that my friends and my family continue to remind myself, and as well as yourself. Don't overdo yourself, especially when getting started. A lot of you guys are very excited, very emotional, and just so motivated to get this thing going. Be realistic with yourself, set goals, set sub-goals, and just get the ball rolling. Focus on 2 to 3% growth on a weekly basis. Focusing on taking one, max 2 stocks, 2 trades for the entire week. That's how for all these people that complain about the PDT rule, you should not even be complaining about the PDT rule, because you should only be taking a max 2 positions a week. The reason why is to focus on quality. There's no reason that you should be over trading, because again, you're just getting started. There's not even that many good deals out there. Focus on quality, build yourself as a trader, and have fun with it. That's the most beautiful thing about this market. I get to wake up, trade with my team every single day, and do what it is that I love, and money and profit is just a byproduct of this. And we do it every single day. So yeah, that's it. We went off on a freaking tangent. This is my water. So AB Trades. What's going on, bro? I think that's Austin. What's going on, brother? Whoa. Oh. Let's see. I like that. So, yep, be patient and learn to have thick skin. You will lose, but become a better trader. And that is why 100% in the course and in every, you guys can watch any of my videos, I always encourage people to start simulation trading, to start trading with fake money, to just test, to see if this is a market that you want to be a part of, right? To see if this is a market where you could actually grow your account. It's never been more accessible. I have a bunch of free videos on YouTube, and if you see value in me, right? If you want to click the first link in the description, and if you see value in me, then you can learn exactly what it is that I do and work with me every single day, and you can test it. Again, just think about how much people pay for when they go to college or university, thousands of dollars, and the return that they get, right? Now, we're talking about $299. I understand that not everyone can do that 100%. I'm not here to force anything on anyone, and that's why I have the YouTube videos. But for those that know that time is money and that need that structure, that work well with structure, and you know that I will hold you accountable, introduce yourself to me. You could always direct message, be like, hey, just keep it simple. Please, under 150 characters, because I get over 400 to 500 messages every single day. I spend about 4 to 5 hours responding to Discord messages. That's how committed I am to work with these people. And people don't see that on the back end because I don't go live responding to messages. But I just want you guys to know that I am here, both for TechBud Solutions and Learn, Plan, Profit, to assist you. It's all about you taking action and investing in what you see value in. Always make sure that you get a good deal. So for all those that are interested, I'm going to make sure that I get you guys the best deal for today, and that is going to be $40 off the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library. So you guys just have to click the link down below. It's going to be $40 off, and guess what the promo code is? Promo code is BOOM. BOOM. It'll save you $40 off the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library, and it'll for the next it ends tonight. So by the end of tonight, so that's 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So thank you guys again for everything that is that you guys do. I am going to be going live tomorrow for those that want to subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed already. But the most important part, I just hope you guys have an amazing, Memorial Day. Stay safe. Don't drink too much if you're of age. Please drink responsibly, and we will see you guys. For those that can tune in tomorrow, and for those that can't, we'll see you guys at Market Open on Tuesday. So that is really just it, guys. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams, let your passion be what drives your success, and always make sure that you're getting a good deal. Again, use promo code BOOM for the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library. And if you guys have not joined TechBud Solutions, again, the third link in the description, just click join. You can always leave the group if it's not something that you work well with, and that is it. So like always, guys, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy.